a couple books to consider if you're trying to augment your homeschool library, since we can't go to the regular library right now. Who'd have thought that ever happened? We have Usborne Beginners, which are the ones that are nonfiction for 5 and 6 year olds. We have box sets of these. There's a science box set like this one that covers volcanoes, astronomy, the earth, the solar system, earthquakes, tsunamis, living in space. We have a history one that covers Vikings, the Celts, digging up history like the beginnings of archaeology. That's my favorite. And we also have an animals one, which just covers a bunch of different animals. So I really highly recommend these box sets. They're really good to have in your library right now. We have got some books for helping you learn how to speak different languages. These are brand new. So Monsieur Roscoe is going to teach you how to speak French. He's packing to go on a trip. Un short, un pantalon, des chaussettes, des lunettes de soleil. All of those things. And then the same exact book, but it's Senor Roscoe. And he is also packing. And he's going to pack un pantalon squatto. I took French, so I can't really say the Spanish ones, but same book. So that's the Roscoe books. Those are fantastic if you're trying to get some language arts going. We have Lift the Flap First Math. This has been big in my house with my almost 5-year-old. We get to count the flowers in each of the boxes, and then plus 2 flowers equals 10 flowers. So see how they visualize the math, and it gets into subtraction and that kind of thing. We also have a Lift the Flap math shapes. There it is. Oof. Lift the Flap math shapes. This one's really cool if you're in that part of learning math. Just a great way to visualize what they're learning. If you haven't learned how to tell time yet, Poppy and Sam can help. They go through and say, after breakfast, Poppy and Sam help collect eggs from the hen house. What time is it now? It's 9 o'clock. So then you can fix the little guy so it says 9 o'clock. All throughout the day, we follow them and we keep changing the clock. So that's telling the time with Poppy and Sam, who are kind of like our Dick and Jane of Usborne. They're in a bunch of different things. We have got, for some of the older kids, we've got Timeline of World History. You know, there's a lot of things I didn't know were happening at the same time. Like, I didn't understand that the Mongols and the Khans were happening so late in history. I just kind of thought that that was longer ago than it was. So having something like this where it lines it up by time so you know concurrently what's happening in the world, very helpful. A short history of the world has timeline info in it as well, and it goes all the way through the Great Wall and all the way to the space age. So from the beginning to the end. Helping Our Planet is one of our new ones. My daughter's a budding environmentalist, and this one's not quite ready for her yet. Luckily, we have a Lift the Flap Helping the Planet that I'm going to be giving her for her birthday, but this is a black and white. If you've got those kids who are ready to figure out how we're going to fix this problem of the planet getting warmer, this book's for them. History of the World in 100 Pictures, again, for those visual kids. Lots of pictures to show you how the world changed and what was going on. Another one of those concurrent histories. There you go. There's that. World of Shakespeare. Isn't this fun? Just a very different way of trying to teach the same old thing. Famous composers. We also have Amazing Women, so those are good ones to have in your arsenal. I love how art works. Oh my goodness, I love, love, love this book. We have got, if you're learning about Manifest Destiny, how we started to off as the 13, and then the map gets bigger as you flip through the page, and we add the states. Just a nice visual representation of what they're going to be learning. We've got the Encyclopedia of World History. That'll get a lot of use in your house right now. For the older kids, we also have a textbook about both of the world wars, so they can have real things that they're referencing when they're writing their papers instead of trying to reference Wikipedia. We have the first encyclopedia of science, the first encyclopedia of the human body, introduction to genes and DNA, more about a complete guide to human body for the older kids, and just so many good ones. Chemistry of cola, biology of bananas, illustrated dictionaries of biology and physics and math and grammar and punctuation, elementary science dictionary, just so many good things. Microscope, the world of the microscope. So many good things you guys could be taking on and reading to your kids and having them be able to go, oh, we're learning about that in school. Let me go look at that book and get a little more information about that. So they're not just always on the screen. I hope you guys get a little bit out of this and that your homeschooling adventure is going to be better as a result. Bye for now.